I think I might have got the wrong chair. 1 second. Oh, crazy. All right. So we're going live. We're doing the Truth 3 video. We have another angel mom that's going to be talking to us. And I got to start inviting people first. Gave a little bit of a notification. See if we could start building our audience. Sorry about that. I went to go sit down. I had the wrong chair on. I about fell over. Remember, making America great. One hat at a time. I'm just kidding. Okay, so real quick, I want to give a little brief description. We are doing the Angel Mom videos. I'm calling them the Truth. So far we have the Truth 1, 2. This is going to be Truth number 3. And then when I can get all the moms on at the same time, somehow I'm going to figure this out. We are going to do a big, huge video. And then my plan is I have a friend who's in film. And if I can get this going, I want to raise money for some of these moms. Or maybe donate some of the money to a cause to help. I'm not doing this for any personal gain. So if you can, sometimes if I mess up while I'm talking, I can't hear what I'm saying sometimes. So forgive me, I am not impaired. No. But do me a favor if you could, share the video. I am going to add Wendy, who's going to be talking. And then I'm going to be getting on some more angel moms. I also have some dads. I have some brothers and sisters of people that want to do interviews. It's amazing what people want to do to help get truth out there of what's going on. The lighting's a little dark, so give me a sec. Well, actually, I guess it's not too bad. I'm going to turn on the light. I'll be right back. Can you go outside yet? All right. Go. In Farmington, New Mexico, where there is no rain, there's only cold weather. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I'm going to add Wendy on. Looked like Days of Our Lives. I had it all dark and gloomy. All right, how's it going?
Hi.
Check. All right. Don't mind the hair, the t-shirt. We were running late from church, and I can't lie, I was acting like a big fat guy eating some chili fries. It's 2 o'clock. So go ahead and introduce yourself real quick. I'm going to share the video.
Okay, I'm Wendy Jo Brown, and I'm Casey Chadwick's mom, who was
real quick, just so I can put it on the prayer list. What's going on that you're going to need surgery?
Oh, it's colon.
Okay. Is there something specifically you want to pray for? Or?
Well, yes, that I find out Wednesday. I have the meeting with Wednesday, the surgeon. He's going to tell me what type of surgery I need to get. So just,
okay, well, we have a prayer list too for all you moms, so I'll make sure and put that down. If I forget, you can slap me when I meet you.
Okay.
Introduce yourself and your story, and then I'll kind of interject.
All right.
And we appreciate you.
I'm Wendy Brown. My daughter's name is Casey Chadwick. She was brutally murdered 3 years ago this June 15th by a criminal.
Sorry to hear about that.
Thank you. By a criminal illegal alien who had just spent like 17 years in jail for attempted murder. He got acquitted of murder. All right, so then they let him out, and ICE had him 3 times, and they let him go 3 times. He was supposed to be deported 3 times. So, and he's in a sanctuary city. This happened where my daughter was living, and
wait a minute, real quick. Let's stop real quick, and I'm not cutting you off. I want to know this because something I want to write down for future reference. He was already in trouble for murder. He got acquitted, and then he was able to murder your daughter. How pathetic. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
He was acquitted for the murder, but there were 2 people that and he got attempted murder. So he was in jail for 7 years for attempted murder. He killed the guy at the execution cell. Then he killed the guy's girlfriend, which was his ex-girlfriend. He pistol whipped her, shot her. He goes to jail. when he gets out, he breaks, what's that called? You violate your, what's it called?
What, it wouldn't be parole. It'd probably be like a.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And again, he shouldn't have even been put on parole or probation because he should have been deported as soon as he got out of jail. And 5 months after he got out of jail, he murdered my daughter.
Well, look, before we get into anything with the case or the murder of your daughter, I like to go back and talk about your daughter first, the kind of person she was, what she, her whole background, because we keep making these when I used to do this in the past, it'd be like 60 minutes.
Right.
You talk for 5 minutes, you got everything, but you don't know who the person was. So if you want to talk about your daughter for a little bit, then we're going to get into the case, and it's your video. I'm going to let you take control.
Okay. Kate, I have 4 children, and I love them all. But Casey and I had a very special bond. She called or texted me every single day. We would go to movies together, out to dinner together. We just had that, like, she didn't like my driving. So if she came upon an accident on the highway, she would call and make sure it wasn't me. No, it's not me, Casey.
That's funny.
We were very close. And it really sucks, really. Because she should still be here.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm so sorry.
She was a great girl. She was a CNA. I was in the middle of taking my CNA class so that we could work at the same place. We were going to get an apartment with my youngest daughter, and it happened halfway through when I was taking my CNA class. So of course
So how old was she when she passed?
She was 25, forever 25, and beautiful. Beautiful girl.
Don't worry, because I'm forever 29. Every time I get a birthday, I start to cry. Yeah. I look younger than I really am. So I just want to get the basis of part of your story. What was your daughter? So your daughter was doing the CNA or she was already a CNA, and you were doing the CNA program, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and how did you find out about the? I don't want to dwell on what happened, but how did you find out about?
It was terrible.
Yeah, I really don't want to get punched by you. You know what I mean? How? No. I'm just telling you. I have to interject a little comedy because they're taking our laughter away from us. How did you find out about what happened? Hi, Agnes. How did you find out about what happened to your daughter?
I had come home from the CNA class, and it was a crunch. It was a 2-week course, so it was really crunch. It was an 8-hour day. I was lying down on the couch, and you know how on Messenger on Facebook you can call people? Well, yeah. I didn't know that. I kept hearing that sound. So finally I looked at it, clicked on, and it was her best friend. And she goes, Mom, she called me Mom. She goes, Mom, you've got to call 911. Casey's in a closet. That's all she told me. So, of course, in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, it's anything but that. Maybe she got arrested. Maybe, I was trying to convince myself that it wasn't what it really was. And I kind of knew as soon as she told me she was in a closet. So I think it a little upset me because the cops didn't come find me. I had to call 911 and I had to drive myself. They said, come up to Norwich. And with that, I'll go. And I grabbed my youngest daughter. I said, you got to come with me. And something's wrong with Casey. And
this was in, sorry about that. Norwich is in which state? Is that in?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. I can't believe I forgot that. Okay, sorry about that. I'm trying to put all the dots together.
But afterwards, one of the detectives, he's upgraded. I know what's after detective sergeant or lieutenant or something. He was the one who told me with another guy, and then they had a minister guy there. But the one detective that had to that did the testifying at the He was wonderful. He was a wonderful man. I just thought that they should have come to me instead of me
So
driving to them.
you find out through a Facebook Messenger call about your
Mm-hmm.
daughter. It was her
Yes.
friend that called.
Mm-hmm.
When did you find out that, or how did you find out that it was an illegal criminal that, because I don't call them illegal aliens, they're criminals to me. How
Right.
did
Well,
you find out it was an illegal criminal that was involved? I mean, what was the process in discovering what had happened to your daughter and who was investigating and that stuff?
well, I found out pretty quick. Not that day. You know, I just found out who they got him. It happened at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they got him the next day. And I didn't know he was a illegal alien but it was a very short time I found out that he was an illegal alien. And then I had to, research because I wasn't on top of things. I didn't know what a sanctuary city was or the deportation rules and how
Come on,
can
man.
someone be here that's illegal? It threw me because like I said, he was supposed to be deported 3 times, like that girl in California. That guy was deported 5 times, and he kept coming back. So
Yeah.
this shows you there's a problem, a serious problem with deportation and these immigration
Well,
laws.
there's a big problem. We have people that are standing up for criminals, and they're not standing up for the parents of these victims of the illegal criminals. And to be honest with you, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm sick of seeing Nancy Pelosi stand up for 8 hours and fight for people that don't deserve to be in our country,
Right.
to be honest with you.
Exactly.
This doesn't just affect you. This affects your other kids.
Oh, yes.
And I'm
They
pretty
all
sure that her father was affected too.
They were, her father and I were divorced, but very close to him and his wife. And all my kids were close to each other. Erin, my youngest, was born like 9 years later, but still, her best friends when she was a baby was my oldest daughter's friends.
Yeah.
And he was 14 when Erin was born. But I don't know how we got onto that. Deportation, yeah. I understand that we have all these rules in place. We have all these laws that are here to prevent this, and I don't understand is why they're not working.
Were you able to? So you got the information. You went through the. I'm sorry to talk about this because I don't feel like I have a right to.
Oh boy.
You were able to bury your daughter. I mean,
it was the hardest thing.
It makes me mad. It makes me want to choke somebody when you hear about that. It makes me want to slap somebody silly. So you bury your daughter. I'm pretty sure that you had court proceedings that came soon after that. They're investigating the guy and what had happened at 3 a.m.
It took them the trial, I believe, started, I think, in March, and it only lasted 2 weeks. And the jury came back. That was on Friday, and the jury came back Monday that he was guilty. There was so much evidence against. He had her blood on his clothes. He had her things in his bathroom in a little hole in the wall that the police found. And
what was this? What was this over? Was it a fight? Were they at a party?
There was excuse me. There was marijuana in her apartment from her boyfriend, and her boyfriend, of course, feels completely responsible. And I said, no, Casey knew that that was there. It wasn't like it was a big surprise. So this person,
she's young,
right? The person that killed her was supposedly a friend, but I knew all of Casey's friends. Casey would never let anybody in her apartment if she didn't know who it was. So that threw me too, because I had never heard his name mentioned by her. And like I said, I know all of her close friends. And what Casey is a tiny little girl. She was 5'1", 120 maybe, not even. And this guy is going to steal the drugs. and she put up a fight instead of saying just let him go, take the drugs and go, and because he had defensive wounds on him as well, so she put up a fight. But the part that really gets me upset is that she did suffer. He didn't, like, if you're gonna do that to somebody, do it quick. Don't. He was just stabbing her all over, and she felt it. She suffered, and that, to this day, I have a pain in my stomach every day, 24/7,
and so this isn't to make you hurt anymore. This is to get the truth out there that it's not just one person, it's many people. So this is not to inflict any more pain, just so you know.
Oh, I understand. I've been on
okay,
Fox
cool.
News and stuff. They've had me up.
Trust me, I have too, for something totally different. And they go to 5 minutes of the stuff they want, and they leave everything else out.
Yeah.
So you go to court. It takes 2 weeks, right?
And
so after 2 weeks in court, what was the? Oh, sorry about that. What was the verdict?
It was guilty. Murder one. He got murder one, and the state of Connecticut does not have the death penalty. The most they can give is 60 years, but he was already in his 40s, so he's gone. But he should have been gone before, back to Haiti, and Haiti wouldn't take him back.
See, right there, that's what I was going to get at, was where he was from, why he wasn't deported. If he's from Haiti, he's Haitian,
right?
Because it's not all Mexicans. See, people think when we talk about illegal criminals, they think Mexico right away. They don't think it's Somalian. They don't think Haitian. They don't think anywhere else in the Middle East or even in Europe. So, it's just nuts.
Yeah. Plus,
there's just so much to talk about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to tell you that her boyfriend, on the other hand, also a Haitian, but here legally. And
gotcha.
One thing, I'm very proud of him, because there's no more marijuana. He's got a regular job, 9 to 5.
Good.
And he had to listen to the 911. He made the 911 call, and it would have broken your heart to listen to it.
So he's still a friend of the family, and you guys are still real close.
Yes, I talk to him. Yes, he was a great guy. He was a great boyfriend.
So was he home when this happened, or was he not there?
He was there, but then he went. He has a child, so he went over to the house to see the child, his son, and then he fell asleep.
Gotcha.
And that, because usually he would have been over at Casey's, because they both lived there. So that, I don't know how to make him feel not guilty, but I've constantly told him I don't blame him one iota, because I knew he loved Casey. So, I don't blame him at all.
Well, we have a lot of this going on in this country, where there are people who are legal that come over, they become citizens. They happen to go and look for people they may know from other countries, or you know what I mean, right? Like you have people that are also from Haiti. Right. They're friends, or but we forget simply. I have to use a Christian principle with this one.
Okay.
No, but I mean, we forget that the devil walks amongst us like a roaring lion, looking for those to devour. Something can happen like that fast. I mean, there's a switch in some people. There could have been an altercation before there was a fight and the stabbing. So when I talk about these videos, I got blamed for being racist. I'm not racist. I mean, a guy that's as white as me could come from Brazil. So that's not what this is about. Right. Was there any further investigating, or was that just case closed? That's shut. This is all we got.
That's case closed. He's in jail. He's not getting out. So I guess he's not going to Hades. I'd rather.
Have you connected to? Oh, she might have got a phone call.
My daughter Erin. I forgot what I was.
Here, I'm here. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Erin? Have you been? Okay. Eric? Yeah. Sorry about that. Are you there? And I think she may have gotten a phone call. Let's see real quick.
Yeah.
Are you
I
there?
told her I'd call her back.
Phone call. See, it used to be, oh,
Yeah.
Facebook. Now we know people are getting phone
Yeah.
calls. Have you been able to connect to any of the other angel moms or angel dads or cousins through
Yeah.
Facebook? Have you guys stayed in contact or been able to attend
Yeah.
any of the rallies?
Yep. Absolutely. I made a lot of angel moms and dads with the Remembrance Project, and they've had two conventions. I've been to both of the conventions, and the what would you call her? The leader, I guess, is Maria Espinosa. I think she started it in 2007 or 2009, and she's now
What is your opinion about Maria? Because I haven't been I haven't been hearing good things lately about what she's been
I
doing. I mean,
I know I understand that. I understand where they're coming from, but I still believe that she's doing the best she can for the angel moms and dads. Willing to stand behind her still, but I know there was other talks about
well,
her. So
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to ask you what's going on. I don't know what's going
well,
on. I tried emailing her and she won't answer my email, so I don't
okay,
know
well,
what's going on.
some people think it's political for her now because she's in Washington D.C. She's trying, but it's not. I don't believe that. My heart says no. That her heart's still in the right place. You know,
Gotcha.
she's
Is
been in touch with President Trump this whole, even before he was elected. I met him before he was elected. He spoke at our first convention.
Gotcha. Okay. See, I just don't, I'm trying to learn the full story too. That's why we call it the truth. Um,
Right.
so what case is closed? You've been going
Yes.
to rallies and conventions. You've been trying to spread the word that this could happen to anybody else's child.
Yes.
Has there been a little bit of understanding, or have you been able to grieve properly? Are there people that you can call and help you out? Have you gotten in contact with other moms or dads?
Yes, I get into contact with them, but I also have an army of friends that are behind me that'll
Good.
come over here to the house at a drop of a hat if I'm like losing it. And that happens. I do lose it. And
What I got a question for you. It's from Agnes. It says, what does the TRP do for families? What's the TRP again? I forgot.
the Remembrance Project.
Oh yeah,
I,
the Remembrance. Okay, sorry. Had
I'm
a moment.
hoping
I need coffee.
I'm hoping that she's trying to get the laws enforced. No DACA, no amnesty, and the build the wall, stuff like that. That's what I think. I believe she's doing. I can't speak for other people,
Well, I
but
mean,
I think
see now here's where it turns where Eric's going to take control of the video and I'm going to have you interject. When you're
okay.
looking at what's going on, and they're talking about 1.8 million people who's already here that's never going to go away. Uh, yeah, you're right, Agnes. I'll mention that. Uh, she said no laws. Sorry, not laws, families. Gotcha. Okay. So you have 1.8 million people that are here. It's projected to be 8 some million, but I can tell you the truth. Those numbers are liberal numbers because you'll
Mm-hmm.
never have a true count of the people coming through the border. You got Canada, you got Mexico, but then you got Brazil. You know what I mean? So what a lot of these people do is they go from Brazil to Mexico into America.
Right.
To, I'm sorry, I got to get serious.
That's okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. But when you take an average, a curve, and you have Democrats that sit there for 8 hours, Nancy Pelosi and Schumer, talking about these poor DACA kids, which as a Christian, yes, we're supposed to have big hearts and we're supposed to help those that can help themselves, mothers and children. But I don't see women and children. I see men. I see an army. I
Mm-hmm.
see people who don't obey by our laws or want to live with our laws come into this country. And then we have victims like your daughter. I mean,
Exactly.
what are some of the things that you want to see from Donald Trump? The promises that were made to you and
Yeah.
Agnes and Sabina and all these people. I mean, what are some of those things that you would like to see?
I want him to keep his promise to us. He promised stronger immigration laws, working with people with ICE, border patrol, and building the wall. I want to see all that done. And as President Trump said he was going to do it. I don't want him to do a halfway job, saying, okay, well, maybe these people are illegal, but the only crime they committed was coming into the country illegally. I don't want any of that. If you came into the country illegally, then you're a criminal. You've already made it.
Oh, yeah. See, here's the term that we need to get rid of. We need to get rid of the term alien, because they're worse than that. Yeah. They live for free, they eat for free, they get all the medical and stuff that we wish we had. I just got done paying a bunch of medical bills. Yeah. And it's criminal. They're taking away the freedoms of Americans every day, and now they're taking away our children, which is why I'm doing this. I'm afraid for Enza to be a victim, or Dominic, my son.
Right. And yes, it is
Do
very.
You think? Oh, God, sorry about that. Do you think that there could have been a preventative measure for your daughter not to have been a victim?
Yes. There shouldn't have. I didn't even know what it's like. I said, I didn't even know what a sanctuary city meant until all this happened, and so that was he was supposed to be deported at 3 separate times, and if the country says they're not going to take him back, that blew my mind. Why? His mother was over there. If they wanted paperwork, they could have gotten it from his mother, but that kills me, knowing that he should not have been here, and now my daughter is not here, and he's still. All right,
I got two questions for you, real quick. Okay, the first one. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that we get everything out there, because I'm a person where I get to the point and I don't talk about everything. I gotta stop doing that. All right. So the state and federal government should be held responsible. Sorry, there's a glare.
The state and federal government
momentarily for your daughter's murder, or monetarily for your daughter's murder.
Yeah, but that would never happen.
Yeah. And what about oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you can try to sue the federal government, but it's not going to happen. And to me, I don't care. I would rather have my daughter back and, than the money. I didn't care about it, that part. I just wanted, at that time, it was all going on. I just wanted my daughter back.
How many families attended the TRP conference?
The first one was that's why I understand that some of my friends, angel moms and dads, are having some problems with Maria, but I don't know I don't understand. I'm trying now to get politically upgraded, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the ins and outs of the politics end of this, but the first one had a whole lot, and the second one there was still quite a few people there at the second one, but not as much as at the first one.
Yeah, so Agnes and Sabina, I think they're going at it. May have been driven for political reasons.
Yeah.
Your side of it is you're more happy that at least there was some kind of justice done. Exactly. You wish that the court could have been sued. I see where you're coming from. Because on my side of it, when I'm researching all of this, 6 to 8 families, Agnes said, 6 to 8 families.
Oh, I think there was more than that. There was more than 6 to 8 families. I had to bunk with a very nice girl, Ruth Martin. She's a minister, I think, and we had the same room, so I know there was more than 6 to 8 families, because I remember when they gave us like a little token of their appreciation, like it's a little glass statue with Casey's name on it, and the Remembrance Project and stuff like that. Then I went to we walked in front of walked from our hotel up to the White House, and there is where we got all these people telling us we were racist, and I was See,
horrible.
I had no idea that was going to happen, and I was like, my mouth was hanging open. I was like, what are they saying? Our children have been murdered. What does that have to do with race?
Well, it's because they're ignorant. You have all these people who are ignorant. They have no brains. They are drinking the liberal Kool-Aid right now with Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and the rest of the propaganda led by the liberal left.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think Agnes and Sabina, they're not trying to. What's her name again?
Maria.
Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to say that she didn't do anything, but I could see their point of view too because
Yes.
I've been reading the newspapers and the articles.
Yeah.
Do you feel like some of the angel parents have been left a little bit behind since Donald Trump's been elected?
Yeah, you know what? Yes, I do, because I'm constantly I'm poor. I'm not middle class or anything like that. I have no money. And
We're with you. There is no middle class no more.
right, exactly. So I get messages.
I'm poor.
I get messages
I wish I could sell a backpack and make $5 million and complain
yeah,
about my internet website. Yeah, I mean, I don't do this for that. I don't care about money. My job is to try to help everybody out. So trust me, you're not alone with that.
yeah.
Maria didn't care to put the FEW families in jeopardy. Sorry, to put the few families in jeopardy. So I'm guessing something happened when you guys were being attacked you were being called
we
racist and all that.
verbally attacked at the White House.
So basically, you guys went there in good faith and you got verbally abused, is what happened by the people on the liberal left. Okay, I got you. I can see now, especially why Agnes would be upset. And Sabina. That would make perfect sense to me.
I still consider consider Sabine and Agnes. They're my friends for life, no matter what. Because even if it doesn't get through the Remembrance Project, there's other groups I know that are out there for the exact same thing. So it's not going.
Well, this project I'm trying to create is going to be called The Truth, and there's no political agenda. You know what I mean? So, once you can get, because I'll be honest with you, I talk about politics all the time, but there comes to certain aspects that you got to leave it out. If you wanted my professional opinion from looking at Maria, she is politically driven. I mean, just by what I've read, what I've seen, the interviews, and it's okay to have a different idea of what's going on because you can be politically involved and you can just be involved. Right. And, it's like the grassroots movement. I like Dennis Michael Lynch, but I've called him out a couple of times on certain things. You've probably heard the videos. I'm not being mean or attacking him.
Right.
But, nobody needs a backpack right now. People need to be able to pay their bills, and people want truth and, humbleness from their politicians. So it's okay. It's all good. Let's see real quick. Sadly, Wendy blocked me because of TRP.
What?
Well, maybe she can Sabina said that you blocked her because of the TRP.
I don't
organization.
That. I'm sorry, Sabina. I'll make sure I unblock you. I did not think I did that. I'm on an interview.
Supposed to be a voice for victims. Yeah, I get that. Agnes says she wishes you the best.
And
Casey's Law.
As well.
Casey's Law.
Yeah, we've been trying to pass Casey's Law. That's her best friend, Krista. Hi, Krista. That's her best friend. We've been trying to pass Casey's Law for a while now, and it was the Democrat. I was a Democrat. I'm a Republican now, but I was a Democrat. And
isn't that funny how it all happens?
Yeah, I know. But the Democrat guys that were helping me, Murphy, Blumenthal, and there was one more, Blumenthal, Murphy. I can't remember, but they, at the
were you treated bad? Were you treated bad by Maria at the inauguration?
Oh no! Well, I didn't see. It was a last minute thing that I got to go, so I don't think it was. I don't know how long her planning was for the inauguration, but what I was upset that day because. I was by myself. I flew into the wrong airport, So my hotel was far away from everybody else's, and it was through them that I found out I was supposed to go to the ball. There was a couple of things I was supposed to be able to do, and that I wasn't. So,
when did you guys start trying to propose Casey's Law? When did that come? When did you guys start trying to get this law passed?
Just a couple of months after she died, I was up in Hartford, and with Courtney, there's the other one, Blumenthal, Courtney, and Murphy, and they met. Courtney and Murphy met me in D.C., but I haven't heard from any of them. I haven't heard from any of the politicians that were supposedly trying to help me get Casey's Law passed. It's supposed to be in front of Congress, but I have not heard one word.
Hopefully we can get that law passed. Was there anything that you wanted to add to on the video, or did you want to get any other message out there? Or is there something that you're looking for with maybe getting this done?
Well, yeah, I want the President Trump to do what he said he was going to do, and
no DACA, build the wall,
and no amnesty, and
no amnesty.
Right, exactly. I want it. Something's got to be done, because when it happened to me, I was so shocked. I was like, oh my God, how many people can say their daughter has been murdered by a criminal legal immigrant? And then the Remembrance Project got in touch with me right away. So I was thankful for that, because I knew nothing. I was not a political person. I'm still learning. So yeah. I just don't understand the opposition to these immigration laws and the federal government not having to do with anything with the local or your local police. Like our mayor said that he did not want to see our police going after criminal, illegal, immigrants, that should just be at the federal level. And I'm like, no, that's not right. If you pull over or somebody does something, the cops have to get involved. And that's
exactly
where it happened. Then fine, go all the way up to the federal government. That should have happened too with Casey, all the way through to the federal government, and it didn't. So it's bothersome, that it'll be almost 3 years, and Casey's Law has not been passed yet.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to add to the video, or did you want to talk about anything else before we get anybody else on?
I want to say hi to Agnes and Sabine. I'm so sorry, and I still want to be their friends.
No, that's okay. Sometimes we get lost in what's going on, when you're going through some serious stuff like this, there's no way to be perfect. Nobody's an angel. I definitely, you ever go to church and they tell you with heads bowed and eyes closed, raise your hand? I was raising my hand and my feet at certain things. So, well, I appreciate the interview. I'm going to try to get some other people on. Okay. If you have anything, text me, email me. I'm so sorry this happened to your daughter, and I appreciate you. Yeah. So if we can get you on again, let me know, because I am going to be bringing you guys back on and back off. I want to talk to Agnes or Sabina on Maria and see what's going on with this.
Oh, yes. And I'm going to make sure I put Sabina on my, with her Dom hugs, they're called, back on my, my Facebook friends.
All right, cool. Well, we appreciate you, and you have a good day, and I'll put you on the prayer list, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, appreciate you. You have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
I want to find out what's going on with Maria, because they're trying to make her seem like she's just the perfect person. I'm not trying to dig in the dirt, but maybe I can get somebody on that can tell me a little bit about what's going on. I'm kind of confused on some of it. If you can get on, get on. If you can't get on, don't get on. That opened my eyes a little bit. Declined, so that means she's busy. All right, well, we won't mess with you anymore. Let's see, I want to read some of the comments real quick. All right. That would be a 2-week conversation. Okay, well, All right, well, we're not trying to go for a 2-week conversation. It's real bad and deep. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Oh, man. Agnes, do you want to get on? Are you on? Did you want to tell me a little bit about what's going on? I saw that. Be careful. You will. There's Angel Moms. Oh. Well, some of these interviews are going to be 2 hours long. Some of them are going to be 30 minutes long, 45 minutes long. Sure. Let's see if we can add you on, because I want to see what's going on with everything. See if you can ask to get on the video. If you can press the little add me button or whatever, because I'm a little disappointed in hearing that Maria is using this to prop herself up or to make money. So if you can get on, even click out of the video, get back into the video and see if I can add you. Because if people are using this to make money, this is disgusting. Or if they're using this to further their political agenda, it's just wrong. Trust me, I am not making money doing this. I'm actually creating enemies. I got called a racist and a bigot the other day. Somebody said I was prejudiced, and it's like, this has nothing to do with the color of somebody's skin. This is about people who've lost their kids. So if you could get on, let's see if we can get you on. And if anybody else that wants to get on, or if we haven't put you on the video, we can see that too. All right, here she is. No answer to the video. Hold on 1 second. This happened that one time. I don't know why Facebook does this to you. All right. We're looking for peace, love, and harmony, but we want the truth. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. I think it's saying it's adding you. Hold on 1 second. All right. Approve. Add. No answer. Okay, hold on 1 second. I don't know why it's not allowing you to get on. Hold on. You'll receive a notification. So let's see if it's going to let you get on Facebook. Just kidding. Let's see. From my personal opinion, it seems as though Maria has never lost a child. So, sorry about that. There's a little bit of a... So Maria hasn't lost a child. She's just the one that's organizing this and trying to say she stands up for you people. And she knows we will do anything we can to get our stories heard. Agnes, I'm surprised this is not letting you on. I'm going to make sure you can get on. No answer to the video stuff. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm going to see if I can do something real quick. Hold on. All right. Man, that's nuts. Maybe Big Brother's out there watching these videos going, we can't let the moms have the truth. It's not letting me add you. Maybe if you click out and then go back in or ask to get on. Let's see. No answer from live video guest. Okay, well. All right, well, see if you can get on and get off, and well, we're going to try to get you on there. It's just nuts. I want to find out what's going on with Maria. Seems like there's a little bit of dark play going on, and she is using this to prop up her political career if it's all about not losing a kid, being in charge of an organization, and then filling that organization. And some people may not find that a problem, but I do. It sounds a little fishy to me. Let's see, we have no clue what's what, and she comes in as caring only to exploit and be the biggest bully, telling us what to say. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? What to say and how many times we need to mention TRP. Wow, I already know what's going on then. Okay, so all about her, thousands of dollars in donations. It's disgusting. Casey's story and my other story, like hers, should not be used as a spotlight embracer for Maria. Well, trust me, I'm not doing this for money, so you don't have to worry about that with me. I sense Facebook. Yeah. Tanya is a whole lot about the excuse of, Tanya has a whole lot about the excuse of a, oh yeah, oh yeah. She does not like her. When we were doing our conversation the other day, she was telling me about that she did not like Maria. That's why I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Let's see if it will add you. And if it does, we will get to the truth. How you doing? How's it going?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. So here, I want to know what is going on with this, because I've heard this from a number of people. Maria, what's her last name? I always forget because I don't read the article to the point I.
Yeah, Maria Espinosa. I usually don't.
Oh, I'm an Espinosa. She's an Espinosa. Oh my God, she's. No, I'm just kidding. So what's going on? What is she doing to kill the TRP?
Well, when I joined the Remembrance Project, there was a lot of issues with other angel moms. And I just stood to the background. I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know. I was completely new to the organization. But over the years, over the next few months, it was the manipulations, trying to keep you away from other angel moms instead of allowing us to be close and be friends with other angel moms, to form a bond because we could help and understand one another. No, that was completely we were trying to keep separated. And the comments all the time about other angel moms that were not present. So I started paying attention to the organization. I always never felt really grounded because Maria doesn't trust anybody. And in other angel moms out there, verify if this is correct or not, but she doesn't trust anybody. And
she's not a parent that's lost a child, right?
No.
She has this organization. No. She's claiming to help angel moms, but she's telling you what to say, how many times to mention the TRP, and basically it sounds like she's creating a political platform using your story.
Yes, and that was very unfortunate. And like I said, I don't like to iron dirty things out in public, but it is a fact. You do not victimize a family, a mother, a father of any family that has been already victimized in the worst manner possible. And I told Maria right from the beginning, I said, I do not want to run an organization. I did that for 13 years. All I want to do is help. And I knew, I could feel it, you know when somebody doesn't trust you. And she didn't trust anybody. And
so is it one of those things where she's running kind of like a little ring? She won't let you have your opinion. You've already been doing other projects. I know I've researched, I think there's 13 different programs for all these angel moms. So it sounds like she's trying to keep like a close net on everybody for 2020.
She's trying to continue being the top organization, but what people need to start paying attention is looking into the facts and looking into what's really happening with the real angel moms and dads that have been with the organization many years or for a while. Look at my dear friend Laura Wilkerson. She left the organization.
I'm actually gonna try to do an interview with her. Yeah.
Right, and Laura has been. She called Maria on many different things, and we kind of compared notes after a while, after I knew that I was out, and it was just amazing, the corruption that it happens. But worst of all, that you need to ask these families of what has Maria Espinosa and TRP done to help victims' families. There is one family that is having...
Yes.
having a trial here in LA, I said, just for kicks, why don't you call Marie and see if she would pay your way to come to California to attend the trial? And she talks about helping victims and getting attorney's fees and funeral expenses. Well, most of our kids had already been buried, and through victim services, you get the funeral expenses here in California. Now it's back.
We talked about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's back up to $7,500. But what has she done? This is what needs to be asked. What you show me. I was at a Republican Party one time, and the coordinator for California for TRP said, "Oh, she's going to do something for your case, and she's going to call the killer back to court to have you say your impact statement." She cannot do that. She has no power.
No, she can't.
Why would you even bring it? I started crying right there in front of probably 50, 60 people, because this is a very sore subject for me. She uses your...
No, talk about it. That's what we need to hear. Keep going.
Yeah.
Because now I'm really interested on researching her more for the fraud she sounds like she is.
Yeah, she uses your vulnerability, because this is a sore point with me, that in my case, I was not allowed to say my impact statement. And she said, "Oh, no, I want to, and I'm working on this, and yeah, you're working on it like hell you are, excuse my French, because she doesn't
be honest.
She hasn't done anything for me. She hasn't nothing. And now they're involved with this religious organization that's helping. In fact, Maria told me, Agnes, well, let me back up a little bit. The last conversation I had with her was when I said, you guys are starting this, I forgot what the name of the religious group that's joining TRP. And I said, we are out there speaking for the organization. It would be a good thing for us to know what the organization is doing, so we don't sound like an idiot out in public when we say, what is TRP doing? And we can't say anything because we don't know. And Maria's answer...
Has anybody publicly challenged her to be honest with what the Remembrance Project is primarily focused on, and how they help the parents? Because it sounds like she just parades you guys on stage for
I do
for her gain.
I want to make it clear that I do appreciate the exposure that I got, but I do not appreciate being used in this manner at all, not at all. And not just me, but many other families. And so going back to what I was saying, so when I called her and I said, it would be good for us to know what it is that that's happening, so we can tell them. Found out like on a Friday and Monday, before AVIAC announced the opening, or announced on a press conference the start of AVIAC on a Tuesday. Maria hurried up to go present this other. I would like to know how many people were there, because probably not that many, other than Ruth Martin. But anyways, the other question is, when I mentioned, she got really flustered and said, I am the director and I decide when I put things.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that she's flipping on the Angel Moms because they're asking, this is Sabina. She has been called out a few times, and she claims we are just lying and are bitter. Any questions asked, Maria, is never answered.
That's exactly it. Sabina is absolutely correct. She never answers a question and turns it against you and say, oh, you just disgruntled. We're not disgruntled. We just, we may be hurt in the worst fashion, but we're not stupid. And this is where Maria made a huge mistake, to take on parents and to treat them like crap because we have a voice louder than hers. And
here's the thing. Why is somebody who's not connected spiritually to this? And what I mean by that is she did not lose a child. I have children that I don't want to lose. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for a different reason. But she's out there, it sounds like she's parading you guys around for political gain. Is she running for office, or is she planning on running for office?
She did before and she lost, and I hear that she may. I don't know, and I really don't care. But if she does, it's great, because there's going to be an awful lot of angel moms that are going to be speaking up against her. because for you to be able
So
to
is she
be more,
is she basically victimizing the people that were helping her with the TRP?
what do you call when she won't even return a phone call? What do you call when she,
Exactly.
because you made an interview with someone and now she won't even pick up the phone and talk to you, invites you to a conference and then uninvites. You know,
Yeah.
it's really funny because look at Dee Angle. She invited her because
Uh-huh.
he is my friend. She's a very dear friend of mine from another organization, and she did her wrong too. And I don't appreciate my friends and people that I bring in, people that I suggested to be re-victimized.
Yeah.
It's not okay. But going back to what my conversation with her was, and when she raised her voice, like I said, I'm the director and I decide when information gets out. And I says, everybody knows you're the director, but we need to
This
know.
isn't about Maria though.
I
It's
said,
not about Maria, it's about the moms and the dads.
but I
What a worthless person.
but I said we need to know what's being put out there so we can speak on behalf of the organization because we look bad when we go out, and speak and have no information whatsoever. And she said again, like I said, then her husband takes over the phone and in a very soft, sweet little voice, Agnes, how are you? I said, I'm fine. How are you? And he said, are you usually a negative person? And I said, what? He says, are you usually a negative person? I said, no, I'm a realistic person. And he says, can I send you something? You know, when you see me, you always bring me those orange slices. Can I give you something like maybe some chocolate? I says, I don't need any chocolate. He says, we're boarding now. Can we call you back Monday? That was several months ago. Not even a respect of a phone call.
Wow.
This is disrespectful because I stood on stage and I traveled and I sacrificed my own family to promote her organization, and she didn't deserve that.
Well, while I'm looking at Dee's comment, she said, Jamie's comment was this, disgruntled. We are the only voice that our deceased loved ones have. I agree 110% with you, especially going at a, oh man, that just pisses me off. She said, and I'm happy for you, Jamie, to leave the comment. Maria knows that she is wrong in using the angel mom's pain as a way to think no one will come together and take her down. Then Dee said, no TRP, it's about Maria. Sabine said, at the RNC, I was told by, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sabine. She said, at the RNC, I was told by Maria to mention her name and TRP. I told her I will not do that because my speech is all about my son, which it should be. Her husband then told me to wear a TRP shirt underneath my stuff. Sorry, I lost my spot. Outfit and open my blouse. At the end, I knew then that I needed to get away from that abuse. You are being abused. Good for you. I told her I'm done, and she got angry and claimed that I am a guest speaker because of her. Wow, I'm gonna have to call her out on some videos. I told her to go fly a kite. Oh my gosh, I know who picked me. I know who picked me from. She said I told her I know who picked me to be a speaker. Trump. This is opening up a can of worms. This is part of the Truth Project.
You know,
So, okay,
Eric,
we need to fight tooth and claw. Yes, we do, Gabe, for these parents and we're going to. And I'm not on any side, but I'm going to tell you this much. As a person who's done organizing and putting things together and stuff like that in the past, this lady is full of ego. She is using her ego for this group. Is she profiting? Or is she making money off of this? Is there a reason why?
there's going to be a fundraiser in Texas just coming up this month. Somebody else, I'll send you a private message about that. But anyways,
Oh my!
here's a little.
I am starting to wonder if we need to investigate Maria Espinoza. I have contacts that could do it. That is just crazy.
You know,
Wow.
say, Eric, any organization that is legit is transparent.
Yes, just like this. Exactly.
Donated a large amount of money to the organization, and it took her months of begging and threatening with a lawsuit to get the copies. I mean, to get a ID number, a tax ID number, so she can make a tax deduction on her income tax. And it was like pulling.
Wait. Hold on. Go back. Only because we're family.
Yeah.
There is a tax ID number for her to get a deduction on doing this?
When you have a 501c3 organization and any amount of money you donate to a 501c3 is tax deductible for the person donating. And
for the business, is this under her name too, though? I mean, that doesn't sound a little right. Nothing about that sounds right to me.
No. It took, look,
oh my goodness.
Took over a year to get the tax ID number. What kind of organization is that? Oh, and then here's another big, huge issue. I asked her, we were at a Trump...
Keep going. This is why we do this.
We were at a Trump rally in Arizona, and I saw Stephen Miller, and there was a John Gillis, an individual who is extremely knowledgeable about victims and victims organizations. He's worked for, I believe, DOJ, correct me if I'm wrong, but a wonderful man, very knowledgeable in victim services and grants. He was a sergeant or a lieutenant for LAPD, and his daughter was murdered as a gang initiation. And I put on, he said he wanted to help the Trump administration help victims. And so I put his name, email, and phone number in an envelope in with a little note saying who John Gillis is, and gave it to Steve Miller. And Maria jumped on me and said, "What was that?" I said, "It's a letter telling President Trump about John Gillis, who would be very beneficial in helping victims. Don't you ever do that again without my consent." And I thought, oh crap, I'm gonna be ousted right now. And I didn't know for a while how that was gonna be. You know, I'm not a 2-year-old child to be scolded like that. Who the heck is Maria to treat me or treat anybody like that? And I stayed quiet for a very long time, but enough is enough. And here's another thing: you go on their website, where are the state coordinators that are helping local victims? Let me tell you a good one. There was a young lady murdered in Arleta, if I'm not mistaken. She was hit broad daylight by a drunk illegal alien and died instantly. And I looked up the family because my heart went out to them as a victim. And I looked up to them, looked them up, and I got in contact with the sister and with the fiance. And Maria said, no, you do not talk to them. Do not call them. Do not. So I stopped talking to them, and then comes a few months, the coordinators asked me for the number. You know, if you're going to be reaching out to families because you genuinely want to help victims, you do that. But you don't just contact victims so you can get their picture to put on your freaking quilt, to display it and parade, to show, look how many families I have. Because why doesn't the press, why doesn't the media ask, can I have the contact number for this family? Can I have the contact number? Yeah. She has no contacts. Because number one.
So real quick, Agnes, and you know I cut you off because I just have a question because you know all this stuff. It's not to be rude. So Dee said she is a 501c3 and a 501c4. You can't. I thought you couldn't be both at the same time. I thought you had to pick one for the organization. You know, and that was it.
I don't know if you can or cannot, but I think 501c4, you can ask for donations and you can support somebody, use that money to support a politician too. That's a big difference.
And then Sabine said in Houston, the conference, Houston conference took in over $70,000, and she showed up the next day with a new large RV. Wow. There's some corruption going on there, and I'm calling it out. That if me and Gabe and Ira were all on at the same time, something doesn't make sense. And that's not to attack anybody or what's going on. That's just, we want to get to the truth, the simple, hard truth.
Ask who is,
Wow.
you know, when you have a 501c3, because I ran an organization too, you have to have a chapter leader or the main person,
Oh,
a
I remember that now.
a secretary, and a treasurer. Well, guess who the board is? I asked her over and over, who's on the board? Never got anything. Can I have the bylaws of the organization so I know what we can and cannot do? Never got any bylaws. You never have any access. You know why? Because her husband and her daughter are the board.
Well, it sounds like to me, just by looking at the comments, because I gotta let Wendy know, you're not alone, Wendy. Some people are being told what's going on, and some people are not being told what's going on. And if I were looking at this 501c3 and 501c4, something in that's a scam, because I think one of those is a tax-free deduction, just like they do with the churches, and the other one's when you can take donations, but they have to be dispersed back to the people who are a part of
That
you know, like say if there's a family, there's a family and something happens.
Yeah.
I never put up two, and yeah. See, Wendy didn't know any of this was going on, so prayers for all the parents. Wow.
My heart goes out to you, and I'm sorry that you have to find out like this, but the truth needs to come out because no other family needs to be re-victimized like this and being used to such an extent that and locked out. You know, Wendy, it's about time you know too. I was shut out of TRP after FAIR contacted me and wanted to do a video on my story.
Oh my goodness.
And since then, I have been ousted from the organization. Instead of being happy that, hi, Elga, I love you, girl. Elga Salcido.
I was in California when you guys were doing the Hannity stuff.
Yes.
I remember this now. Oh, I remember this. Okay, this makes all kinds of sense now.
You know.
Wow. Oh my goodness, I remember this now. Oh. There's something very corrupt going on. Okay.
Thank you, Elga, so much.
We are definitely going to be getting more people on with you too. So you have, isn't Maria trying to get you guys back, the ones that aren't fighting against her, to do more of the rallies?
One thing, I will never go back with Maria because I will not attach my name to an organization that's dishonest. I work hard on my values and my morals, and I stand by them, and I will not lower myself to be with that organization, especially after being treated the way I have been. I'm done.
Helga, thank you. I'm going to tell you right now, I think that you just helped change part of the video that we're doing because, like I said, this is about the truth. I remember this now. Wasn't she being questioned about the TRP like 2 months ago or something like that with some of the families that weren't getting any of the recognition for the money that was profited, the $70,000? I don't know anything about the RV, but I mean, I remember there was a dispute going on about this. You know, wasn't
it's been a lot of disputes going on for quite a while, and you know, look, you know, the truth is no family should be re-victimized and treated as an inferior because somebody wants to have a political gain or have ambitions or aspiration. It's nice to have ambitions and aspirations, but not at the expense of someone that has suffered already the worst pain and trauma in their lives by losing their child or their loved one, their family member, at the hands of an illegal alien that should have never been in this country to begin with. And I on this segment, I want to extend my hand an apology to Wendy because I don't want to shadow her beautiful interview. I love you, Wendy. My heart goes out to you.
No. Wendy could jump back on if you want. I told you we were going to do this. We're going to add all the moms on, or they can jump in and off, because I was reading an article, and I know it was the other day, and I was talking to Gabe about it. She's doing more rallies with more families that have been affected. I think she's trying. I could be wrong, but I think I'm starting to see something. When did you find out that she had started doing this, where she was turning on some of the families for not saying her name or the TRP with the T-shirts and stuff like that.
I
Wow.
heard that after the very first conference, there were she had a meeting with someone. This is secondhand information that told her that she needed to put the family, the angel moms, aside and start promoting herself if she's gonna follow a political career. And it's okay if she wants to follow a political career, but you don't burn all those families that stood up for you and fought for you to bring awareness to this issue and promoting your organization. You just don't
I
do.
remember that.
You just don't do that.
Was she, and I remember this, and Sabina brought this back up, but I remember that someone had told me this, because I have a friend who's an angel mom. Was she, well, including you and Sabina and everybody else, was she picking and choosing who could do the interviews as long as they mentioned her name and the TRP?
Oh, yes. In fact, let me tell you something. We had one radio interview that I was on with Maria, and I was very new to that. She was speaking most of the time, and she says, "Look at Agnes's son. He was merely standing on the sidewalk, and he was shot. Anybody could be. It could be anybody." And afterwards, I corrected her, and I said, "Maria, I said, just so you know, my son was not on the sidewalk. He was on the driveway." And she goes, "Oh, that's okay, because it sounds better. Even if my son was on the toilet,
What?
even if he was on the toilet, my son would have been killed on the toilet, and that's what I would have been saying. It doesn't matter where he was standing, in the street, on the sidewalk, climbing a tree. What difference does it make? You know, what difference does it make? A killing is a killing. And this truth has to come out, because the organization burned so many families that started with the organization. Sabine, Marianne, Laura, so many. You just don't do that, and then say, "No, you cannot have this interview. No, don't talk to that press. No, don't do this, don't do that." Why? If we are in California, she's in Texas or Washington, D.C., and we want to do an interview, we're all fighting for the same thing, to secure our borders and build a wall. Why is it that we can't promote it even more? No, she wanted the limelight. She wanted her name mentioned. She wanted TRP mentioned, and specifically her name mentioned. And
Well, I don't know if you know this, Agnes, but I like to call crap out when I see it.
I do.
It sounds like she's propping herself up and making it all about her and not the victims and the family, which I can tell you this right now. Hey, Jay knows me since we were like in 4th grade. I'm just me. I'm the same way that I am on the videos, that I am talking on the phone, and I'm going to call this out. She's a scam artist. This sounds like a scam to me. This sounds like a total scam to me. She's making $70,000 at a rally, and she's telling you guys what you can and cannot say. There's something totally wrong about this. This needs to be investigated.
You know,
She doesn't want people to hear her name. Wow.
My heart.
Because sorry, I was just reading.
Yeah, no, that's fine. My heart goes out to all the angel moms and dads on the basic principle that they lost their dear loved one. And then comes the contact, the friendship that you develop with these angel moms and dads, and you develop a bond. I can't explain it to you. That only they can understand. If you have a real crappy day, they will understand what it's like. And if you're having a meltdown and really angry one day, they understand and they don't criticize. They say, "It's okay. I know how you feel," you know. And Maria didn't want. She didn't want families to be together, these mothers to stand together in unity, to help one another, to give moral support to one another. Why? Because they're afraid they're going to find out and start comparing notes. Well, you know, like they say, the shit hit the fan anyways, because the truth came out. The truth.
You know, it sucks to find out that on top of your guys' loss, you're already emotionally victimized. Now you're getting mentally victimized by a lady who sounds like she has a political agenda. What are the other groups that you're a part of besides the TRP? I bet you they don't do any of this.
No. I am with fightsanctuary.com and fighting for to repeal the sanctuary state here in California. We don't go
Oh my.
people. We don't bicker. We don't tell, oh, don't say this. And, everybody has a story to tell in their own words. I am not a
Well,
professional speaker, Eric. I have an accent. I'm not 100%. I may not be 100% fluent in English, but I speak from the heart and I speak the truth. And you can't
I
maneuver.
can understand you just fine. I could see. I can. You know what? I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. If Maria Espinoza, and that's sad because I'm an Espinoza. If Maria Espinoza is going to Congress on this, and this is her way of going to Congress, it just goes to show how all these filthy people step on people to get political power. That's disgusting. There needs to be an investigation on that. That is nuts.
I don't think she'll ever make it there. Frankly, I really don't think so because she has too many of us out there. She burned too many bridges that would be hard to come back from. And not even look, when they ousted me from the organization, they invited me to their conference, sent me an
Wait a minute. What was the main point? That's what I was going to ask. Why did they oust you from the organization altogether? What was their explanation? They had to give you an explanation.
Nothing, not even the common sense, courtesy of a letter saying thanks for the help that you have given us, but we'll no longer be using you or something. Nothing. She just wouldn't return a phone call, wouldn't answer. And something else that's really disgusting. There is an organization, a company in Texas that does the T-shirts for TRP. I recently asked this individual to do a T-shirt for me saying California fight sanctuary state and what have you, my son murdered by a previously deported. And this guy said, oh, sure, no problem. And then the next day he comes back several hours later saying, oh, sorry, my wife said that I had too many work and I won't be able to do it by the 14th of January. And I said, no problem. Can you do it later? Never got an answer back. Do these people really think that they can toy around with families like this? Or does Maria own that company? Just because he does T-shirts for TRP, why couldn't he do T-shirts for us? Because we're no longer with the organization. This is unacceptable.
Because I'll be brutally honest with you. Here's what happened. Maria got in contact with him and told him not to make the T-shirt because she's probably ousted you again and lied. It seems like that's what these people do. It's just nuts.
And you know what? I have continued to fight this fight, and I will continue to fight this fight regardless if TRP is there or not. And I am going to succeed, and I'm going to make a difference in stopping the sanctuary state without Maria's help, because she has really what is she doing in California? I mean, give me a break. What is she has done in California? Nothing.
Nothing. Besides nothing, just even more nothing.
Yeah, now she's interjecting herself in other people's business and other people's stuff. It's enough of this hypocrisy.
Now it sounds like she's trying to create a monopoly using your heartache with products. Was it just T-shirts? Did you guys sell anything else? Because to make $70,000 at a rally, that seems a little ridiculous.
No, it's not selling. It's just a T-shirt for me to wear. This is not even.
No, not you. No, not you. I'm talking about Maria. Made $70,000 at that rally. She could have donated that back into the families that needed help.
And this is what I wanted to ask anybody out there who is with the Remembrance Project, any new families coming in, what have they done for you? Because they say they're going to be, look, there's a family, like I said, coming out to California. She couldn't help. They ousted that family too. I finally got help because the victim services wasn't going to help this family. I got through a very dear friend of mine who has a wonderful, wonderful organization. They're going to help this family. Where the hell is TRP when these families need the help?
Man, yeah, you're right about that. It's just nuts. It's like, this is why I wanted to do this. I saw the scum and I'm starting to realize. Because here's what's going to happen. 2018, you have the primaries, right? You're going to have more people coming back to ask Angel Moms to go do more talks for Donald Trump, which is great and dandy, but there needs to be more focus on not having Maria Espinoza have anything to do with it. Only 50 families attended the first conference. She's not in business of helping. How many families attended that second conference?
As I understand, about 8. And all the other people are wearing our loved ones t-shirts, parading out. And there is a video, if you go on the TRP video, their page, there was some guy, I don't know, I'm not sure if it was Steve, what's his name? Somebody asked a family, is that your loved one on your t-shirt? Oh, no. Goes to another person, is that your loved one on the t-shirt? Stephen Bannon on stage asked, is the mother of Josh Wilkerson here? No. Then he asked for somebody else. Is the mother of so-and-so here? No. So he probably figured, I better shut up because it looks like none of these mothers are here. But their loved ones' pictures are displayed on the quilt behind him.
Wow. Wow. Some corruption going on. That's, whoa.
And then she lies because when they had this unveiling of this religious group that they're joining with, and you know what Maria said to me? She goes, Agnes, do you have a pen? And I said, hold on a second, because I was outside, and I said, let me go get one. So I come back in, get a pen. She goes, write this number down. It was an 800 or 800 number, toll-free number. Write this number down. So I wrote the number down. I says, what is this number for? Oh, this is for the ministry. Why don't you be our first person calling in and see how it works? I don't need to talk to
Oh my goodness.
I don't need to talk to a minister. First of all, any victim out there would know that when your loved one is murdered, regardless at the hands of an illegal alien or not, murdered, almost all.
I got two things for you, and I'm going to let you take over. Sabina said I had 2 cease and desist letters sent to her to not use my son anymore. She still used his image. The second one is, Agnes, didn't Maria tell you that she herself was dumb?
She did. She did. She says, I really can't do anything right. And I says, oh, don't say that. You're running this organization. But I think her husband is the biggest part behind that organization. But why would you say that about yourself, that I'm really dumb and I really can't do anything right? Why would you say such a thing?
Did you, by chance, send a cease and desist order like Sabine?
No, I didn't. No, I have not. Because Sabina had done.
I would do that just in case.
Sabina and Brenda Sparks have sent it, and I think maybe Mary Ann and others, and it fell on deaf ears. So what's the point of spending for an attorney? If anybody out there wants to help me with writing a letter, I'll be more than happy to send one. She's not gonna.
Oh no. I think if you don't even have to have an attorney. If you go to a notary at a bank and you print out a statement and you have them notarize it, you send it to the organization, they have to not use your son's image or your daughter's image. Mm-hmm. I think that's what one of the things is. Nuts. I think we're going to start calling this the truth and opening up a can of worms, because I only had researched a little bit about Maria, and now that I'm hearing this, it's making sense. Ding, 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 ding. What was going on with the whole Hannity and Trump thing, that interview? Because I remember they were trying to interview a bunch of parents and they couldn't find any. So that makes perfect sense. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's she has created such a huge division between Sabine, Mary Ann, myself, and several other angel moms. And being a newcomer, I'm standing there thinking, why is everybody blocking me on Facebook? But it was Maria's doing. And thank God, I got Sabine back in my life, Mary Ann back in my life, and we're all going to be working for the same things and fighting this battle.
Well, let me put this on Facebook right now. All of you guys need to reconnect, because I think that all of you guys have been scammed by her. So I know that it seems like there was probably some stuff stirred up to keep you guys separated, so none of you would come together and talk about the truth. I think you guys got victimized. I think you guys are victimized by this whole TRP thing.
No, I'm really glad that I got all of them back in my life, and I am, I'm proud of the work they're doing. I'm sure they are proud of the work that I'm doing. We each doing what we can, as much as we can, as much as the media allows us to do, because if it would be for me, I would be on TV every day, talking about this. But it doesn't work that way.
Were you able to get in contact with Tanya and
Yes,
ask her any questions about this?
not
Because
today.
we're actually friends. I totally forgot.
No,
I got out of doing media.
I love
Did she know about any of this stuff going on? Or, I mean, has she been any kind of help to you?
Tanya has been a tremendous help.
Awesome.
Yeah, Tanya has been a
I
tremendous.
cannot believe any of this.
Yeah. Yeah, Tanya.
Well, you definitely need to get on more, and so does everybody else. So if you guys are like Gina, get ready for the camera, because this is part of getting the truth out there. This is disturbing.
Yeah,
I cannot believe you guys are going through this.
and it has nothing to do with this organization or that organization. This is not a competition. This is not a
Yeah,
competition.
Tanya's awesome.
This is not a competition as who is deeper in the ground and whose ashes are crisper than the other. This is about fighting for our country so other American citizens won't have to live the hell that we live with every day. This is the difference. And when an organization proclaims to be fighting for us, the angel families, and working against us, how much sense does that make? Excuse me.
It doesn't make any sense. I'm in total shock right now. I know that the primaries are coming up. Trump's running again. I have a feeling Maria is going to try to find new victims. Let's just be honest. New people who she can use or expose to the media for her personal gain. This is getting to be a little awkward, but
And
I think you guys, the moms, need to connect and really get the truth out there.
Eric, I'll tell you one thing. I wish you all the best in calling Maria and having an interview with her, because I would bet you she would not have the balls to do that, because she would not know how to answer some of these, not even allegations, how to respond to what she has done. That's the key thing. She is never going to look at another family, Angie Morphine, whose son Ruben was killed. She was ousted, discarded too. Why? It doesn't matter what somebody looks like, if they're skinny, tall, short, fat, ugly, pretty, blonde, dark hair, red hair. It doesn't matter.
No.
What matters is that what happened to their loved one, and nobody should be discriminated against ever like that. Nobody has that right.
How do I get in contact with Maria? I don't know how to contact her. Do you guys have her contact information?
Go on her webpage, the Remembrance Project webpage, and get a phone number. Get a phone number. But you want to organize a meeting with all the angel moms and a press release? Go for it. Let me know when and where. I'll be there.
I just feel like, because at first we were doing this because I feel like there's so much underneath the skin. I think you guys were conned. I think she conned you guys.
You know what?
This is nuts.
My husband from the very beginning said, when I would point out some stuff that was happening that I would notice, and he said,
Thank you, Dee.
There is no organization. This is not an organization. It's like dysfunctional. It's all over the place. You know how many times she would say, "Oh, Agnes, oh, that's really good. Let me write it down." And then 2 weeks later, I would say, like business cards, for instance, to do business cards with the TRP logo on it. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me write it down. Let me write it down. Okay, you want your cell phone on? Okay, I'll go ahead and order some. A week goes by, 2 weeks go by, 2 months goes by, and I say, have you ordered the business cards? Oh, no, I forgot. Let me write it down. Another month, 2 months, 6 months goes by. Did you order the business cards? Oh, no, I know I need to do that. You can't be that disorganized and function well in an organization. It doesn't work that way.
Hey, Agnes, I want to ask you about this because I know you're close with Sabina. What happened with this roundtable love session about the fraud hold on, let me read the whole thing. There was a news station that wanted to hold a roundtable love session about the fraud of the TRP. They canceled it. Did you know anything about that?
I'm not sure, Sabina, which one is that? Is that the one that the Fox News was putting together? I'm not sure if that's the one she's talking about or not, but I'm not certain. No, let's do that. Let's get these angel moms. The power of angel moms. There you go. Call it the power of angel moms.
What do they call it? Did they call it profiteering? It sounds like there's profiteering going on. You know, where they're propping up this person who wants to run for Congress, Maria Espinosa. That's just disgusting. No, it was an earlier one talk session. Let's see, I followed a lot of the interviews. Was it the one that you guys did on MSNBC? Was it that one?
I didn't do any at MSNBC. No.
No, I'm talking about Maria, whatever, when she was going to have you guys go to the second rally. I didn't know there was only 8 people that went there. That's nuts. Was she saying there was more people at that second rally than there really were? Was she propping it up?
Conference? Even at the conference?
Yeah.
No, there was.
Yeah.
Look at the pictures that had been posted. I counted. I don't know all the angel moms and some of the people that that maybe I've seen it once. I don't. I may not remember. Sabine would probably recognize them more. But or even Dee would recognize, but I think there were about 6 or 8 families, no more than 10, and the rest were just anybody wearing our T-shirts representing a conference for families that had loved ones killed by illegal aliens. I mean, what a deception is.
Nuts. Oh my goodness. And Donald Trump's party and Tanya and all them did not know this was going on. I can guarantee that. Oh my goodness. Name the show 7 Spanish Angel Moms. And I'm kind of like in awe. I did not know that there was this corruption going on. I'm gonna call her. If she'll take a phone call from me or her husband, it sounds like we got some scam artists making money off of people who've lost their children. I think Gabe and Ira would agree with me. It's just about being brutally honest. Nuts. Oh my goodness. D says, I was told I could go to the conference and within hours I was told I was not approved. What the hell is up with that? Because I heard about something like that. Excuse my language. You're told you can't go, you can go to the conference and then you're not approved. You got to be approved to go to this conference? I think she got a phone call. This is crazy. You okay? Did you get a phone call? Uh-huh. Wait a minute. Hold on. You're telling me that they made you guys pay your own airfare to go to the conference? You had to pay your own plane ticket fare to go to the conference? They're saying they can't. They're saying they can't hear you for some reason when I can hear you perfectly fine. I'm gonna have you click off and then click back on. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm gonna turn you off and then I'm gonna have you ask to be added so you can get back on. I don't think they can hear you. I'm getting all these comments they can't hear you. So I'm gonna. All right, let's see. Sorry, guys. I think we're getting to the meat of the scum that's going on. Tanya, we love you. We appreciate you. I am learning so much more stuff than what we talked about all this that's going on. And so you guys know Tanya got so many things going. She has so many things going on, but she has got your back. So let's see. Oh, this is nuts. I remember all this now from when I was in California. Okay, this is crazy. I did not know all this is going on. All right, let's see. Oh, man. All right, you there? Oh, she's gone. Hold on. Something happened. We'll have to get her back on. Agnes. It's like when you're knocking. Agnes, are you there? Can you hear me? You were on and then you went off. Let's see. She is so good with the information. All right, let's see. Connecting, connecting, connecting. So let's see if you get on. Man, I like my eyes. It's like when you're watching TV and it's before the end of the movie, you already know what's going on. It's like, no, it's just crazy. I need to come up with some theme music. Oh man, they're not allowing her to get on. Agnes, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can get somebody else on, and then I'm going to bring you back on because your phone's not wanting to work with Facebook. I'm so angry. Let's see if I can get anybody else on. I'm going to bring you back on in a minute. Okay, unless I can get her on. Okay, if you want to get on right now and talk a little bit about your experience, you can jump on. I'm going to see if I can get Agnes on. It's saying adding and then on Facebook, so it means I can't add her on. And I think Maria might have got involved. Maybe she's one of those Facebook trolls. She's over here seeing what we're talking about. Send me information. I'm going to see if I can actually interview her and get the truth going on because this is just nuts. And we're on Facebook. We're not on 60 Minutes. Bring me on Tanya. Bring me on Tanya. Oh, or Tanya. Okay. Well, I don't know if Tanya wants to get on. If she does, I'll have her do the invite. I don't like to bug people. Let's see. I did not. Dee, are you willing to get on? Or anybody else that wants to talk about this? I think I'm just freaking out right now. Tanya, we need you. Tanya, we need you, people are saying. Oh, man, this is like when you go to the prom and you find out that the girl that you liked was like not liking you at all. This is just crazy. Oh, man. Well, if Tanya wants to get on, we'll do it. But like I told Tanya, I don't plan on bugging people. Oh, my goodness. And our poor Agnes, I don't know where she went or why Facebook won't let her get on because she's telling the truth. Facebook still has me blocked from Tanya and DML. I know I'm blocked from DML. I'm actually friends with those people. It's just nuts. I'm outside yard work and no warrior paint. I don't care if you got makeup on. Are you kidding me? Get on the video. Or me. Oh, man. Jeff, I'll get you on in a minute. I'm going to see if I can get one of these angel moms on. I know Ira and Gabe are probably watching. Don't ever trust the number that's up on top. Well, if you guys want to get on, let me know. I don't care about makeup. Trying to reconnect. Let's see if we can get you reconnected. All right. I just saw the ad button. Man, this is nuts. Oh, maybe I should get some makeup on. Just kidding. I'll get my war paint going. All right. Is it letting you on? Approve, add, approve. I feel like we're sliding a credit card through. All right. I know you're trying to connect. I'm trying to get you on. Connecting. I need to get some theme music going. See, I can't hear myself sometimes when I do these videos because, every time I use like what was I listening to the other day and that caught me? Emirates front, come on, Emirates front, and they were like, you can't. I had to delete my video. It just sucks. All right, let's see. Hold on. Approve. I'm approving you. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna add you again. Where are you at, Agnes? You're not even showing on the thing. Here, Agnes. Try to connect again. Facebook. Thank God I didn't put stock into it. Not just kidding. Let's see. At a public place that was free, please don't do makeup. No. No. All right. Agnes. Hopefully it's connecting. I feel like we're like doing the Barbara Walters show. This is Barbara Walters in 60 minutes, and we're going to talk about the truth. Or we'll be like Diane Sawyer getting drunk doing shots while we're waiting for a commercial break. I'm so glad I quit doing media. I guess I'm doing it kind of now, but man, nuts. All right. Well, if Tanya didn't want to join, I'm trying. I know you're trying. I'm adding you. So who wants to get on? All right, let's see. Approve. I already approved you. Why is it not letting you approve? Approve. I feel like I'm trying to take money out of the ATM when I know the banks are broke. All right, let's see. I'm going to try this. Oh, this sucks. All right, hold on. Trying. I am trying with you. All right, let's see. I feel like I'm watching like an old, don't know. All right, hold on. Let's see if we can get somebody else on. Jeff, if you're still on, just to see if this is working. All right, and then I'm going to add more people on. This is nuts. Oh, this is crazy. I can't believe this is happening to people. All right, so I can't add Jeff. Now it's saying I can't add any of these other people. And now it's saying I can't add the other people that were on there. So what I'm going to have to do is let the video play for a minute. All right, let's see. Hold on. You want the truth. You can't handle the truth. All right, hold on. Okay. Nuts. Well, we'll see if we can get anybody else on Sabine. Agnes, Sabine. All these other angel moms. D. Let me try. All right, D. Are you on? Let's see. Makeup. We don't need makeup. This isn't a dating website. We're trying to get the truth. Yeah, Facebook, Jeffrey. No lie. All right, what's going on? Oh, nuts. Okay, let's see. Add D. Come on, D. Maybe you got to click in and click out. Send a request. Okay, here we go. Send a request. Approve. Add. Facebook. Sucks. I wish I could do an interview with Dennis Michael Lynch. I would bring Tanya and all the angel moms on, and he has a huge platform. Get to the truth. It's just nuts what's going on. Yeah, I think you're going to be able to get on, and then if I can get Agnes on after you, we'll see what we can do. Oh, Facebook sucks. Maybe we should talk about transgender reassignment surgery and taking the father out of the home, and then all of a sudden we got perfect Facebook videos. Yeah. All right, let's see. Approve. Add. And of course, when you first start doing the video, it does this too. So, how nuts. Maybe I should make my Facebook profile picture a public figure thing like the rest of these people do. It sucks to be me. All right, let's see. Start talking about Planned Parenthood and them being an organization that cares about you, and maybe we'll get some views. Just kidding. Oh, come on. All right. You know, that's funny. When they say your request has basically been denied. So no answer from the live video guest. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get off the video and I'm going to come right back on the video. D, I want you to send a request in and then talk about backstabbers. Yeah, I know. So I'm going to get off everybody and I'm literally going to get back on and I'm going to try to get D on unless this is working. Let's see if this is going to work. I see her little picture like they usually do where the picture comes up and it's like loading, loading, loading. Okay, so I'm going to get off and then we'll get back on. Hold on one second.